My name's Asghar, and I'm a truck driver by profession. This happened one cold December night. I've been driving trucks for years now, but there's this one incident that still haunts me to this day. Every time I think about it, a chill runs down my spine. And when I'm traveling on those same roads, the memory hits me all over again, and fear grips me. That night changed me. Before it, I enjoyed my work, stopping wherever I wanted, grabbing a chai, taking a break, and just chilling. But after that night, I became cautious. I drive for a company, and our trucks travel from Karachi to Punjab every hour, delivering cargo across cities like Lahore and Islamabad. Our job's pretty flexible. We move anything, be it goods for the company or personal items. One day, my truck was ready to go, just a regular shift. I had to pick up a container and head to Islamabad. But this time, it wasn't just any cargo. It was personal items for families traveling from Karachi to various cities in Punjab. The container was massive, and I had to load and unload it across several different cities. So when I got the order from Imran in operations, I was told to head to a village outside Karachi, where I would pick up the items for the families and then proceed towards Punjab. It was the usual procedure. I loaded the cargo and started my journey. The house I was supposed to pick up from was deep in the village, isolated near the jungle. The owners were out of the country, and their relatives had planned to sell the house, so we had to deliver their belongings to family members in Punjab. The house was old, but it looked beautiful, like something from a different era. But there was an eerie vibe to it. I called Imran when I arrived, and he arranged for someone from the area to meet me with the keys. After a while, a local man showed up with a bunch of old keys. The area was pretty secluded, so I had to carefully maneuver my truck into place. It wasn't the easiest task, but I managed. Inside the house, everything was covered in dust, as if no one had cleaned it for years. The loaders and I started picking up the items, and I took a moment to check out the house. It was grand, but clearly abandoned for a long time. The strange part? The vibes coming from the house felt. Once we finished loading the ground floor, the loaders went upstairs to grab the rest. Suddenly, one of them screamed a deep, startled scream, like something out of a horror movie. I rushed up to see what happened. "What's going on?" I asked. One of the loaders said he found a box with a lock that was shaking, like something inside it was moving. I couldn't understand it. "You sure about this?" I asked him. He nodded, insisting he felt the box moving and heard the lock shifting. I didn't want to waste time, so I told him to leave it. We were in a hurry, but the whole situation felt weird. We finished loading everything, locked the container, and I got back on the road. Now, our company typically makes sure we get out of Sindh during the day to avoid the nighttime cold. But this time, we had to drive through Punjab after sunset. We stopped for breaks along the way, had chai, and continued on. The journey was long, and the cold in Punjab was harsh. Around the shortcut side, I was supposed to drop off the family's belongings, but by then the eerie feelings had already started. We entered this dense jungle area, and it was pitch black, with nothing around us except trees and the road illuminated by the truck's headlights. The air was freezing, and the road felt like it went on forever. As we drove deeper, the chill in the air was unbearable, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. We continued on, with me and my co-driver taking turns. But the atmosphere outside felt different. Something was off. Suddenly, the truck started making strange noises, like there was movement inside the container. I figured it was just a cold or a malfunction, but the noise kept getting louder and it started to feel real. I decided to pull over, wanting to investigate. I got out, started a small fire with some sticks for warmth, but the feeling of being watched lingered. The whole area felt unsettling, like something or someone was nearby. That's when I heard the noise again, clearer this time, coming from the container. It sounded like something inside was shifting. At first, I tried to convince myself it was nothing, but the sound continued. I checked around the truck but couldn't find any cause. I thought it might be a toy or some object that had been left turned on inside the container, but the noise persisted. The air was so thick with tension I couldn't ignore it anymore. My mind raced, and I couldn't shake the feeling that whatever was in there wasn't just something mechanical. It felt alive.